Nice! Woohoo! Mom?
6 months later.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Hi. I'm Alana and I'm from the speech team. And you're Miss Ingle?
Yeah, you can call me Terry. I'm just Terry. I go by Terry.
Oh, that's nice, Terry. Who have you brought with us today?
This is my husband, George. This is my youngest daughter, Caitlin. Our other daughter is off at softball practice.
Okay. That's so nice. So what brings you in today?
Gosh, it's the whole thing about, 6 months ago, we were at a baseball game with my daughters, and unfortunately a baseball just boink right on the head, and so I had right here in the front, right in my forehead. So I was in the hospital for not very long, and then they decided I had like a mild injury, nothing too bad. And then that was about 6 months ago.
All right, cool. So Mr. George, what do you think about this injury? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I feel like she's been a different person.
Oh, really?
You know, she used to be really funny, and she used to love to joke around. Now she's harsh, a little bit rude, kind of has some outbursts.
I don't even. It's just, that's how he feels. That's why we're here.
All right, and Caitlin?
I let her drive me to school one time, and she told my teacher that she was fat. And now I'm really embarrassed, and no one wants to be my friend because my mom is super mean.
But she was fat.
All right. Well, Terry, you can't really say that people are fat. We'll talk about this. It's okay. We have a few things to go through. We have a few assessments so that we can kind of figure out what's going on. But from what your notes said, it said that you had a mild traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
And some of the problems that come along with that type of injury include some inhibition problems. And that already sounds like what we're dealing with right now.
A little bit. I mean, I don't
A
know.
little bit? Very interesting. George and Caitlin, do you have any specific examples?
You know what? I do.
Okay. Let's look at this.
Hey Terry, how are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, wow. Did you see that over there? I cannot believe Rhonda bought store-bought cookies.
I mean, maybe she's just really busy. And
Wow. That necklace is
What?
just kind of distracting. It is gaudy.
My necklace? Are you kidding me? My necklace? It was passed down from my grandmother.
Oh, maybe she should have kept it.
Oh my god, I'm done. You know what? You can do the bake sale on your own on Saturday. I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, jeez.
That's what we're saying.
Didn't really realize I was being that rude. It's come to my mind. I can kind of see what you're talking about there.
You know, it's okay because you don't mean to, say something that's cruel or insulting. You just are trying to be direct. You don't really realize it. So what we're going to do now is I have a few assessments that we're going to go through. We're going to do some bits of the SCAT-B, the MOCA, and the WOB. And we're just going to see...
How long does it take?
How long does it take? It might be a while, but don't worry. We'll get through it as fast as we can.
Okay.
All right, Terry, so we finished a bunch of our assessments.
A lot.
That's right, a lot of assessments because they're going to tell us different things about what's going on. So we have a few results after analyzing everything. So the first thing that I noticed and that Now hold on, Terry. I know that you have a lot to say, and I'm here to be your therapist and to support you and to help you, but we got to kind of bring it back to know what we got going on, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing that we have problems with that I think your family's noticed is some problems with some social skills. So you're having problems your injuries really impacted how you communicate with your family and friends. So that's something big that we're going to work on, your pragmatics and discourse.
Okay.
You're also showing some deficits with working memory and executive function, and that's kind of compounded by difficulties in paying attention, selectively attending to certain tasks.
Yeah.
And then I think another thing that's really impacting you just overall is inhibition. So that means that you're having problems when you're talking.
I inhibit a lot of my thoughts.
You inhibit a lot of your thoughts? Well,
I feel like I do.
All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. It's good that you are inhibiting some of your thoughts. I think that we can find some strategies to help you along a little bit further and kind of do it more effectively. How does that sound?
Good. I want to make my family happy. Let's do it.
Okay, that's good. So just a few things about what you're going through. Even though you still have a mild traumatic brain injury, that's still a brain injury, and that's something that you're going to be living with for your entire life. It's a little something that we like to call, or feel called, an invisible disability. So someone might look at you and you can still have a conversation with them, and they don't realize.
Good conversation.
You can have a good conversation with them, absolutely. But they might not realize that you might need an accommodation or extra help. So that's something to keep in mind, especially for you guys. I know it's really hard for you because your mom and your wife have gone through personality changes and you saw her suffer, and that was really hard. But you need to be there for her even though it's kind of affecting your lives too. So we all need to work together with what we learn in therapy, okay? So you guys really have to try and be supportive of her because she's highly motivated and encouraged to work, and that's really, really good for our therapy. It means that she has a lot of potential.
How are we supposed to support her? What do we do?
That's an excellent question. So this is going to be kind of fun for you in a way because whenever you're talking to her and maybe she says something that's hurtful or something that is problematic, I'm going to teach you and her different strategies, including an acronym. That's what I think will be best for her. To just kind of remind her of, because this is going to be a lot of practice. So you can kind of remind her, okay, Mom, you got to use your speech strategies so that she can practice and get better. All right, so from what we've talked about so far, I think that we're going to use this thing called social skills
Oh
training.
my God, Caitlin, such a bad kid.
Don't talk to her like that.
All right, guys, let's cool down. It's okay.
All the time. All the time.
I understand. This is a good example of, how things are bad, but we can work hard together and make it better, okay? So let's bring it back to the therapy, okay? So we're gonna do something called social skills training.
Okay.
And with this, you are a very mild patient and you're very highly motivated. And, I know that you guys are upset and angry right now, but I can tell that this comes from a place of love and wanting to support each other and communicate ultimately. So I know that you guys are going to help her in all of these endeavors, okay? So what I think will be best, there are a lot of things that we can do with this training, but for this, with people that are highly motivated and highly supportive, we can use things to kind of help you in different social situations, kind of remember the more societally appropriate way to act.
Okay.
So why don't we start by thinking about some of your goals, including as a family.
I want to have a better relationship with my kids. I don't want to yell at my kids.
Okay.
I want to have a better marriage. I want us to not fight as much. And I definitely want to get along a little better with the moms at the school and PTA.
Okay, those are all really good goals.
It's really hard though. People really get on my nerves.
I know, and that's okay. So what I think is going to be best within the social skills training is something called an acronym. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, so I can tell that you really love your children, so why don't we make something kind of based around them that you can remember during, all of their events and stuff to kind of help you in these difficult situations.
Yeah, that sounds good.
How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
3 weeks later.
Hey Terry, how's it going?
It's going. It's been a long week. Oh
It's
my
been
gosh.
a long week.
Yes, it's been exhausting. I've been just trying so hard just to keep it.
To use your
Yes.
acronym,
Oh
to use
my
all your
goodness.
strategies.
Oh yes. My
Yeah.
husband keeps yelling, kids at me to try to keep me in check a little bit. But
That's right. Well, it might be a little bit bothersome, but he's doing good work because you got to practice all this stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why don't we get into it?
okay.
So we have our acronym KIDS. What does the K stand for?
K is kind words. So we're not going to insult
right.
people. We're not going to call them out on their appearance, even if they deserve it. But we're going to be
No.
nice.
That's right. You got to be nice. Because remember, for you have a little bit of problem inhibiting some of your thoughts.
A little bit.
So you come out of is a little bit more direct than some people can kind of take. So just remember to be extra super nice.
Okay.
Alright, so let's move on to the next one.
Okay. Interrupting. Not cool. Don't interrupt.
That's right.
Okay.
Why is that not okay?
Well, I just really, like, I have so much to say and I have so
That's
much to
right.
get out, but other people also deserve a chance to talk, so we're not going to interrupt people. It doesn't make conversations go that way.
Because it can hurt their feelings if you interrupt them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. That's perfect.
Okay. D. I don't remember what down.
Do you need some help?
Yeah.
All right. So for D, we have dial it.
Dial it down.
Perfect.
Dial it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Dial it down. Not super loud. Not
Mhm.
super out there. We're just gonna kind of keep it in check. Dial it
That's
down.
right.
Okay.
Just
I can
'cause
do that.
Sometimes your volume can get a little loud, so you just gotta.
I have a big personality.
That's
I
right.
just-
That's right, and make sure to keep your interruptions.
Okay.
Interruptions not okay. Keep those to a minimum. Dial it down. You're doing a great job. I really see you practicing hard. I'm proud of you. So we have one more thing that we have to remember. What is
Okay.
that?
S.
Mm-hmm.
Staying on topic, keeping the conversation with what it's talking about, not
That's
changing
right.
the subject. But I just really I was trying to use that one, and I was actually at the mall. When I was at the mall, I saw this really cool shirt, and
Are we on topic?
no, that's
Just
not,
think if
okay.
we're on topic.
On topic. Therapy. Got this. Okay.
Perfect. Yes. I see you using all your strategies. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Several months later.
Well, hey again, everyone. So I know that we've been working really, really hard these past few months, but we're coming to the end of our plan of care, and we should maybe be thinking about wrapping things up. So I wanted to check in and see how you feel kind of at the end of this process.
I feel like it's been pretty good. I've been, being able to use kids acronym, kind of without a lot of help. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. Things are a lot better at home.
Yeah.
Between us, with the kids, just in general.
I let her drive me to school, and that's been really good. And I had a sleepover last week, and she was really nice, and she even made us cookies.
Oh, that's so nice. Good job, Terry.
Thank you. It's been good.
I'm so happy for you. You've worked so hard and you've progressed really, really nicely. I'm very, very pleased.
Much later.
Caitlin, you did so good in your school play.
Thanks, Dad. I don't know though. That costume director, he
Well-
picks.
Kids.
You're right. Caitlin, you did a super great job. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, hey Terry.
Oh, hey Barbara. Your kid did really good in the play today.
Oh, well thank you. Caitlin did a really great job too. She was beautiful out there.
Oh, thank you. And I wanted to tell you earlier I'm sorry for assaulting you. I've been working with my speech therapist and I've been working on some social skills, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Oh, thank you. That means so much. I'd love if you would help out on the next bake sale with us and the other PTA moms.
Thank you.
So who have you brought with us, Terry?
This is my husband, George. Whose mustache is falling off. Maybe just don't look at George.
I can't stand.
I can't even look at him. Okay, tell me problems. Your name is going to be Caitlin. Okay.
That's perfect.
Good job.